whiskey. And today, you're going to actually taste the whiskey. We talked in the last video about the new palate functionality. We went through some screens on the app. Now we're actually going to go through how you get there. And let's be honest, this video is going to be better because we're actually going to drink the whiskey this time. So pour yourself a dram, whatever you want, and fire up the Above Whiskey app and find that whiskey in there. Today I'll be tasting something pretty simple, Belle Meade Tennessee whiskey. Reason I chose this one is pretty accessible, it's easy to find, and it's quite tasty. As any Tennessee whiskey, it's going to be smooth and balanced. So I've poured myself a little bit into a rocks glass. I like rocks glasses. I think I can get my big nose in there a little bit easier. There also is Glencairn glasses if that's your preference. I've got one right there just to show. But we'll start out with the rocks glass here. When in the app, you'll see that we've kind of laid out the tasting notes as you would. The first impression is just, hey, do I like this or do I not? Would I buy it again or would I not? Very simple yes, no. If you've rated the slider, you see the button to add extended review. Click on that and you'll get these options. Second is the color. So you can choose the color on there. It doesn't really do anything for your review of it, but it can be a nice way to track, and all that data is stored so we can run some pretty cool numbers on what you may have had in the past, what the color of the whiskeys you're looking at. And then we get to the important fields: nose, palate, finishing strength, finishing length. We'll go through all of them. We'll start off with the nose. So nose is simply, what do I smell? So when I stick my nose in a whiskey, this whiskey specifically, I'm getting a little bit of toffee, a little bit of butterscotch. It's nice, sweet, caramely flavors. I even get a little bit of leather and maybe a hint of oak. Pretty standard flavors for a straight bourbon, honestly. And so, those notes can go right in that field. You separate them with commas. Easy breezy does it. The palate, a little more involved. This is actually what goes and feeds the data for that palate functionality. So this is the one that's really, really powerful. If you do feel like you're getting flavors, it's most important to put them in that palate field so that other people can also see what you've gotten out of it. So I'm going to take a sip of this one. It's hard to talk, describe, and drink at the same time, so I'm going to do my best here, but most importantly, drink. You want to kind of let it roll over your tongue as it's going to the back. Let it coat as much as possible before you drink it down. Again, I'm going a little fast with the drink because I'm trying to talk to you all. I don't want to sit here and watch you. I don't want to have you watch me swirl whiskey around in my mouth for 30 seconds. What I get in this one, very similar to the nose. It's a little less sweet. So you get the oaky flavor. You get a little bit of leather even on there, as well as that kind of toffee flavor that seems to be omnipresent in bourbon. It's a really nice, really smooth whiskey on the palate. You can take a second sip if you want. Again, just try to let it coat. Pull some air in there as well. Sometimes that helps. If you drink wine, they tell you to do it, by pulling a little air in through the drink as well. Whiskey is similar, and so when we're describing those flavors, get pretty much the same thing as the second go around. So then we start to think about the finish, and the finish is really two things. One is, how powerful is it on a scale of 1 to 10? How much are you feeling it? How much do you feel that pucker? How much do you feel that pull? Typically that's related to proofage, but there could be some high proof whiskeys that are more balanced. There could also be some very astringent low proof whiskeys. We've all had those that kind of taste like gasoline. So that's going to be intensity, and then the length of the finish. Minnick in his video, that video I linked earlier, has some guidelines for it. So you got the 10 seconds is a short finish, 10 to 30, medium, 30 to a minute is long, and then anything a minute, 2 minutes can kind of keep lingering sometimes. If you get a more interesting, more potent, higher proof, more flavorful whiskey, there's all kinds of reasons why that finish might last very long. This one, pretty short finish. I might even call it a medium. It feels like it's sitting right on that 10 to 15 second line there. It's very smooth. It goes away very quickly. There's no bite. There's no leftover alcohol taste in my mouth. It's clean, it's sweet, it goes down easy. Charcoal filtered Tennessee whiskey, baby. Can't go wrong. So you can put all those things into the app. You can also even add a public review if you want. let others know what you liked about it, what you didn't like. It doesn't need to be as detailed as those fields you already put in. You can kind of leave a summary notes. If you want to add in text detail to all your nose finish or nose palette finish into that review section, plenty of room for it, go right ahead. But you've got those other fields. Just let everyone know, hey, how was it? Was it good? Any powerful flavors? Anything you noticed? We're really trying to help each other out here. We're trying to help each other find great whiskeys, find whiskeys that we'll love. That's what we are all about. And so by leaving a public review, by letting others know what you thought about it, really can help others find their way. So once you've hit that, you'll hit share review. Again, most of those details are private to you. The nose, the palate, the finish, all of that's going to be private. You can see the extended review, but nobody else can. The only part of the review that's public is the overall rating and then any notes you've left for the public themselves. So it's a pretty cool functionality. You can kind of keep it as a whiskey journal, and you can really contribute toward the continued evolution of the palate data. So by putting in this information, again, if you've got this whiskey, if you want to go find this whiskey, there's only been a few people that have added palate information for it, so there's still plenty of time for you to get in and say, no, I don't get toffee, I get this. And that's the cool thing about the Above community, the Above app, is that we're able to source information from all across the world, thousands of users all contributing daily, and really to understand and build a better whiskey community, build a better understanding of whiskey for everyone. And so we're really excited about this. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know what whiskey you're trying in the comments below. That's always important. I love anything that you're like, you got to try this. I am down for it. Let me know. I have a whiskey collection. I am not a collector. My whiskey collection is all open bottles. So I am happy to go try something, go find something, and I will drink it. And I will let you know how I do. So let me know in the comments below what you've got in your glass. And have a, cheers.